ようこそばんさいチャンネルへ。今回もスターフィールドの追加をプレイしていこうじゃないか。ああ、ちんけな罪で捕まってしまったよ。承知した。司令官ね。動けない。視点も変更できない。縛られてるということか。ギャングスター、ああ、わかってる。おやおや、恥ずかしいな。おう。
Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
プライバシーもクソもないな。それでほぼ網羅している要点から話してくれ。靴のサイズは記録に残っていないだろう。
Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande.I'm in charge of this operation for UC System. Are you familiar with what we do?
噂程度には説明してくれ。正直どうでもいい。まあ人を誘拐しているのは知っている。
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC System is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet.
私が入りたい組織だな。紅の艦隊とは特に関係がないが、話の流れが気に入らない。何をやらされにせよ、解放を伴うなら話を聞こう。紅の艦隊とは何だ？ UC 海軍が扱う全体とはどのようなものだ？話の流れが気に入らんな。これは失敬。
If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
なるほど。あんたのために危険な潜入捜査をやるというのか。個人的な恨みがあるようだな。認めた方がいいかもしれない。なぜ UC は紅の艦隊を移送するために艦隊を派遣しない？個人的な恨みがあるようだな。
It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm simply doing what's best for the security of the United Colonies. Look.I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC System, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
なんだと？選択肢はあまりないようだ。そんなことをしてただで済むと思うか？ UC 防衛システムの論理規定が許容を認めているとは知らなかった。防衛システムに協力して何か得があるのか？こんなことをしてただで済むと思うなよ。言ってくれる。素敵な笑顔だな。オファーを受ける。ああ、乗った。断る刑務所の方がマシだ。今すぐ決めなければならないのか？こういう作戦をこなせるとでも？今すぐ決めなければならないのか？やれやれ、乗ったよ。表面上だがな。ああ、そうかい。まったく。
I'm not authorized to answer your questions.
あ、そうかい。さてどうしたものか？あ？やれやれ。
So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh?
そのようだ。
Infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Okay,
Still,
hello.
it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around.
噂
The one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit.
おやおや。
Imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But
ああ、
I
死
won't
刑
worry
宣
about
告を受けた気
it.
分だよ。
Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
アレックス・ボング。で
Alright, just shut up and do as you're told.
はっ言ってくれるじゃないか。だがこれで紅の艦隊と接触できるチャンスはあったな。
Yes?
こっちでミッションで潜入か。こっちにしよう。遺憾で司令官と話す。どこだ、遺憾では。あー、いたいたいた。いやー、司令官。
Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
おう、高級ホテルのようだね。紅の艦隊全体を配備するには単艦では足りないんだろう。印象的な船だが私に居場所があると思えない。こうやってこの脱獄船から脱出するんだ。ビジランスは今どこにいる？紅の艦隊とは何だ？さてどうするか。印象的な船だが私に居場所があるとは思えないな。
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking.
おう。
We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
彼らの仲間になれば何でも話してくれるだろう。
Good. I have just the right place for you to start.
おう。
Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention.
簡単そうだ。あまり堅実な計画には見えないが、彼女はおそらくワンセクター先からでも麻薬捜査官を嗅ぎ分ける。密輸品をどこへ手に入れた？オーロラ。あまり堅実な計画には見えないな。
Well, it's the best we've got. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
指示してくれれば仕事は片付ける。情報を処理しきれない。私の実力を信頼しているようだ。これが最善の策ならお互い困ったことになる。なぜわざわざ証拠を集める？
Let's just say my superiors need proof that engaging the Crimson Fleet is a larger priority than they're willing to admit. If we shove enough concrete evidence under their noses, they'll have no choice but to allocate the resources that I've requested. At the same time, we can use the evidence to arrest members of the Crimson Fleet, weakening them enough to strike a fatal blow.
なるほど。紅の艦隊を沈めるための錦の御旗が必要ということだな。さてどうするか。指示してくれれば仕事は片付ける。
Eager to get going? Good.
それ以外に選択肢があるとでも。
This entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
全力を尽くす。金のためにやっているだけだ。
Fine. Whatever gets the job done. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear.
なんだ？
As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
道を外れることはない。約束はできない。ルールや規定に従うのは苦手だ。防衛システムの行動規範や論理規定を説明してほしい。道を大きく外れたらどういう意味だ？
The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money.
私と
All
同
of
じじゃ
their
ないか。
morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
わかった。道を外れることはない。
That's what I wanted to hear.
まあ嘘だよ
Anyway,
な。
it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
光栄だ。どうやってあなたと連絡を取ればいい？シアーシャボーデンについて他に情報ないか？潜入捜査中に逮捕された場合はどうなる？エージェントとして望まれる行動についてもう少し詳しく聞きたい。どうやって連絡を取ればいい？
That's easy to answer. You don't.
なんだと？
We'll be monitoring your activities from the vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
承知した。じゃあな。
Dismissed.
さて、これ大丈夫なんだろうな。紅の簡単に入れるんだろうな、ちゃんと。こいつか。ジリアントフト隊。
Alright, we don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me.
ちょっとおい
Is that understood?
分かったと思う。つまり基本的には盗賊から盗めばいいんだな。
Rationalize it however you like. But that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
ひどい言われようだな。紅の簡単には個人的な恨みがあるようだ。
You're damn right I do.
なるほど。
That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
できるだけ証拠を集めてこよう。それなりに暴力が見てきた。英雄ではない。ただ選択の余地がなかったからここにいる。話したいのか？
What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
そうか、残念だな。個人的に力になりたいんだが、できるだけ証拠を集めてこよ
う。That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing.
なんだ？
Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return.
ほう。
As compensation for your efforts.
とても寛大だな。正しいことをするのに金はいらない。クレジット。ようやく話が通じるようだ。
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet.
おー、ついに行けるのか？紅の艦隊に。どうも。
I'll be here if you have any more questions.
ないよ。さて、シドニアに進む。シドニアはどこだ？ここか。ここら辺かな？あ、そう。あった、このケッタのところからさっさと抜け出そう。よいしょ。こうかな。やれやれ。
Excuse me.
こいつらをちゃんと裏切れる選択肢があればいいんだが。さて、これだったらいけるな。シドニア。さて、あそこか。あ、私の船もまたパワーアップしておいたぞ。なんかすげえ、まがまがしいボディになっちゃったら。まあいいけど。さて、あっちか。シドニアは遠いな、ちょいと。向こう側か。よし、ここだな。前に一回来たな、ここ。 からず砂と方向に多いところだな。あ、この中か。こいつか。シアーシャ・ボーデン。
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy.
売るために来た。取引の話がしたい。紅の艦隊の興味を引きそうなものを持ってきた。微妙な荷を下ろしたいと思っている。
And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into.
その通
I
り
can
だ。
probably help you with that. What have you got for me?
このサンプルを見てほしい。
Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
もし対応できないなら対応できる人を紹介してほしい。貿易管理局は何でも買ってくれると思っていた。最高の取引先だと聞いたのだが間違っていたようだ。
No, they're right. What they didn't tell you is that I have a self-preservation streak a kilometer wide.
そうか。
Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit.
1000クレジットを払う。これでどうだ。その情報を得るために金を払う気はない。あんたの頭を吹っ飛ばして他の人に聞いたらそうなる。荷をどこで売れるか知るために金を払わなきゃならないのか。これでどうだ。
You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
それは素敵だ
There's a
な。
buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp.
アドラー・ケン
If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
こちらこそ。さて、では、この上か。違うな。どの辺だ。ブロークンスピアでアドラー・ケンプと話す。いたいた。ああ、見るからに怪しい男だな。
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away.
おお。サンプルを渡す。シアージャ・ボーデンがこれを動かしてくれると言っていた。
Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you.
あ
Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this.
なんだこいつ
You've
は。
got a whole shipment of this stuff. You're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first.
なんだと。いいだろ。シアー社からはその話を聞いていない。もういい。には他のやつに頼む。俺たち、あんた一人じゃないのか。紅の艦隊に協力しているんだな。あんた一人じゃないのか。
You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy.
いいだろ。
Right down to business. And no small talk. I like it.
どうも。
Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt.
おう。
Probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back.
ここにいるんだろうな。分かったやろう。仕事に声がかかるよう彼の借金今すぐ肩割りしてやる。彼を殺してその死体から金を奪おう。どのくらい大きな声で話してほしい？
What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud. You can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over.
なんだ、個人的な話か。
Feel free to throw as many credits in my face as you want, but that isn't the point.
な
We
るほ
need to
ど。
make an example out of this guy. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters.
なんだ、ここにいないの
Don't worry,
か。
you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable looking guy in the entire place.
わかったよ。さて、まったく面倒な話だな。まったくちょろちょろちょろちょろ。まったく。紅の艦隊に会うだけでも苦労するな。あ、こっちじゃない。あ、ちくしょう。人多いな。 なんだ、すぐそこにいるのか。失礼。ずいぶん治安が悪いようだな。人が多いんだな、本当に。ああ、知ってるよ。砂だらけだ。見ればわかる。こいつか。カールフィールディング。あんたがアドラーケンプに借りたクレジットの回収に来た。アドラーケンプから教訓を教えてやると言われた。いや、すまない、人違いだ。クレジットの回収に来たぞ。嘘が下手だな、お前は。アドラーはこの負債を真剣に考えている。早く支払った方がいい。駆け引きをしている時間はない。金を借りているのかいないのかどっちだ？時間はないぞ。
What? Play what games? You're obviously confusing me with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust.
ここが家じゃないのか？
This has been fun, though. Whatever.
ボクシング、鍛えていてよかった。何かを殴りたくてうずうずしている。
Hey, I'm only kidding with you. Please, give me a second to think.
早くしてもらおうか。
Wait, you mean that, Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else. I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah?
それではダメだ。アドラーがそれで満足するとは思えない。今すぐ払わないとダイモスに殺されるぞ。
Come on! Give me a break! What the? Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone.
いや、お前の顔を石に叩きつければ血は出るぞ。説得、駆け引きはもう飽きた。
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money.
4個か。アドラーが借金のことを忘れるとでも思ってるのか？そもそもこれだけの借金を積み重ねるべきではなかった。
I suppose. It's just that, well, I didn't have much of a choice.
おう？そんなリスクを負うほどの価値はあるのか？金ならまた稼げばいい。
Sure. I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt.
なんだ、結局払えるのか？
I didn't have much of a choice.
クレジット3000、まあまあだな。よしよし。これで払ってくれないからドタマ吹っ飛ばすとこだったな。こっちか。持ってきたぞ。
Have something for me?
あ、全額だ。
There. Would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me.
そのようだ。
Is he going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message?
彼は伝言を受け取った。金があれば十分だと思っていた。彼は伝言を受け取った。
Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more.
いらんよ。
You think you can handle running with my associates?
彼らが私を扱いきれるとは思えない。興味はない。わからないかな？協力者とは誰だ？
If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work.
彼らが私を扱いきれるとは思わないな。
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
おお、素晴らしい。 では、エウロパに行けばいいんだな。エウロパってどこだ？これか。エウロパは？あ、これか。なんだ？ギャングスター、前にも経験はある。やれやれ、また仕事か。
But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you.
さっさと要件を言ってくれ。
Ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead.
承知した。任せてほしい。考えさせてくれ。この仕事をやるにはどのような選択肢がある？なぜ自分でオースティン・レイクを狩らない？医療物資輸送船、なぜ戦利品を積んだ船じゃない？任せてくれ。承知した。はい。そしたら、アストライヤ。ここか。土星の近くなんだな。これか。ところで悪い知らせがある。その船のあるクルーを探している。問題に巻き込まれたようだな。紅の艦隊の注目を集めてしまった。その船のあるクルーを探している。UC 防衛システム、クレナー艦隊はオースティン・レイクを狙っている。乗船して助ける方法を相談したい。こうしよう、ハッチを解放して私を乗船させてくれ。要求は一つだけだ。オースティン・レイクを殺せ。そうすれば解放する。不正解だ。オースティン・レイクの可能性と伝えてくれ。こうしよう、ハッチを解放して私を乗船させてくれ。そうだぞ。素晴らしいな。あ、待て！ごめん。ちょっと。おやおや、ずいぶんだな。こんにちは。
I'm not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship.
だな。
Our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece.
万歳だ。誰が通信を聞いているかわからない。この方が安全だ。本当に戦利品がないかどうかを確認したかった。誰がオースティン・レイクなのかを教えてくれ。
That is not something I am going to do. Not until you reveal your intentions. As far as you are concerned, I am Austin Rake. You want him? You're going to have to kill me. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about?
紅の艦隊を殺そうとするのが暴力抜きで解決したい。オースティン・レイクは紅の艦隊の海賊だ。彼を殺せばあんたを解放する。
You are asking me to betray my own crew.
その通りだよ。6個か。そろそろ我慢の限界だ。レイクのことなんてどうでもいいだろう。殺せば自由になれる。レイクを殺す以外の選択肢はない。今から10数える。数え終わったらこれまでの全員を殺す。素晴らしいじゃないか。
Give me more time to think. All right, I will do it. I've got no love for the fleet, and if Rake was one of them, my loyalties with him end. But
素晴らしいな。
You have to promise to spare the rest of the crew and leave the supplies for New Homestead.
もちろんだ。楽しい展開になってきたじゃないか。さっさと済ませてくれ。
making a difference. But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
これこそ悪人プレイの醍醐味だな。あ、いた。ちょっと。はい、なんとかしてくれ。まったく。そらいいぞ。頑張れ。お、素晴らしいじゃないか。よくやった。いただき。ありがとうよ。おかげで手間が省けた。さて、じゃあ戻るか。いいぞ、面白いじゃないか。船も新しくしたところだしな。おら。やれ、強心者どもか。まずは一匹。もう少し待っていろ。まったく、紅の艦隊という割には大したことないな。じゃあ待ってい。あれは敵か？味方じゃないか。私に撃ってこなかったか、あいつ。逃がさんぞ。目が回る。なかなか硬いな。終わりだ。さて、あとは一匹だな。私の邪魔をするな、強心者ども。さて、これで終わりだな。片付けたぞ。あ、いた。あれもしもーし。あれよし。よく言う。シャンパンでも開けてくれ。オースティン・レイクは死んだが、ラガナは無事だ。おお、マジ？やったー！Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. 承知した。そろそろいいんじゃないか。最高の決断だ。Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. その墓がお前たちのものじゃなきゃいいがな。I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long. ではすぐ向かおうか。 ここか。ビジランス。
Commander Ikonde wants to see you. Follow me.
わかったよ。
I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
おう。じゃあ司令官と話しゃいいんだな。
My family's all in the UC Navy, but being system.
戻ったぞ。
Do you have anything to report? We received word you boarded the Regana. I don't care if Rake was with the fleet. The pilot and his crew were not. What you did was uncalled for.
どうだったかな。何もしていない。パイロットが助言を聞いただけだ。クルーのほとんどは救った。喝采を受けると思っていた。自分の正体が露見しないよう必要なことをしただけだ。ラガナの他のクルーは大丈夫か。喝采を受けると思ったかな。
I don't care how many you saved. I care that there was a casualty. We don't handle things around here by using murder as a tool. You've been hired to act like one of the fleet.
私は何もしてないぞ。
Lost in the part. We still have rules that need to be followed. Understood?
わかった。罪のない人の命を奪わないよう全力を尽くす。聞こえている。紅の艦隊の意向に沿わないことで潜入が発覚するとしたら、行動規範や論理規定をもう一度説明してほしい。発覚したらどうするんだ？
The Crimson Fleet is motivated purely by material wealth. Bloodshed is typically a side effect of getting what they want. I believe you're fully capable of avoiding the need to take a life. But if it jeopardizes the mission, we'll evaluate when the time comes.
それは失礼。全力は尽くすよ。
Well said. Let's hope the next time your actions match the integrity of your words. Now I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there's an ethical line we cannot cross. Do something like this again, and you're out. Permanently. For now, we will continue with the briefing. Were you at least able to join the fleet?
最初のテストには合格できたようだ。巧妙な計画で紅の艦隊は何も疑っていない。すべてうまくいったのは奇跡だ。テストには合格でしたよ。
Then it worked. You're in. As distasteful as your methods were, at least you managed to complete the job. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Searsha was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on our good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet.
すべて計画通りに進んでいる。あの愚か者どもは何も疑っていない。お香を出られるようにさっさと払ってくれ。
You'll get paid once I consider your report complete.
なんだと
And we expect your reports to be thorough. Where the Crimson Fleet is concerned, no detail is inconsequential.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda?
キーでネイバーと会うように言われた。紅の艦隊の基地の座標を得た。ネイバーはエウロパの近くまでまた会いたがっていた。正体が発覚する前にビジランスを降りるべきでは。ネイバーはエウロパの近くでまた会いたがってたよ。
Strange. She must want to vet you some more. Still, it should only be a matter of time before they invite you to the key. That's likely where you'll meet Delgado.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope you are entering into the fleet to overcome any doubts you may have had.
面白いことができそうだぞ。
It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
キーへ向かう。これか、キー。ドッキング。おやおや。 こいつかネイバーモーラー。あれ
You wanted 4K, you got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
おお
You kidding me? Way to make a mess in front of my new rook.
Hey, steal from me and get caught. Better off dead.
海賊らしいな。
Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener. The hell took you so long? Forget how to grab jump or something?
遠いんだからしょうがねえだろ。待たせて悪かった。自分のことで忙しかった。仕事は終わってここにいる。もう言ってくれ。私に会いたかったのか
Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood.
待たせて悪かった。
Never apologize. Not if you want anyone in the fleet to respect you. And if they don't respect you, put a gun to their head and they'll get the message.
わかりやすいな。
All that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson. Pencils ready? Good.
なんで悪者な、悪党なのにそんなことしなきゃいけないんだよ。
Standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
急速に良さそうだ。本当にゴミのような場所だ。ここに常駐されて UC はとても腹立たしいだろうな。クレアの艦隊は UC のスターステーションを丸ごと占拠したのか
Sure did. Right out from under their noses. Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time.
なるほど。
Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it.
本当にゴミのような場所だ。
Oh, well, I'll get right on that. A few plans, some throw pillows, and maybe this place will meet with your approval. Okay, sunshine? Anyway, I'll tell you all about the key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
楽しみだ。ネイバーについていく。ルーキー、キングと対面。
History time. So, the key is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
刑務所
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh? Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here. Of course, you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king. What the hell is this?
All right, hang on, Nav. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full.
Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aww. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered. We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us.
Oh.
So anyway, we were talking about the Lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place.
Oh.
After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, neighbor. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra.
悪そうな女だな。
To the depot, Brooke, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on. Back to my story.
After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Cricks had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, queen of the rare exports.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Oh.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures.
Eh?
Don't make me collect it the hard way.
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss. On the right, you've got Bradley from the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything, no matter how hot. Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Mizra.
もう街というかコミュニティだね。
If you've got the money. We don't run any free clinics up in here, you don't?
だろうな。
Okay, this is our final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station.
Huh?
The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new Rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Ray? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this Rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah.
深夜日本人なのかな?
Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood, the money. We call him our Reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
おやおや、おっかないな。
Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet.
Oh?
And since Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. No, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
少し極端な気がする。これでは感染してしまう。紹介してくれ。金を稼げるように。胸に爆弾があるとなぜ力が得られる。金を稼げるように紹介してくれ。
No. See, it doesn't work that way. You new members have no patience, no appreciation for history.
まさか。
Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
なるほど。デルゴダは頭がいいようだ。あまり外には出られなさそうだな。そんな犠牲を払える気がしない。一歩間違えれば死んでしまうのか。あまり外には出られなそうだな。
It's been over 5 years since I've stepped off the key. Leaving this place puts far too much at risk.
なるほど。
Now, let me get you set up.
Get!
A moment while I convene with the core.
私もかよ!
Advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy. I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network.
なるほど。
This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any
あ、私には爆弾繋がないのね。よかったよかった。
There. You're done. All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
ではクレジットを稼ごう。
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
一緒にたくさん仕事をすることになりそうだ。小さな仕事には興味ない。これで終わりでいいか？どんな仕事だ？
Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods.
一緒にたくさん仕事をすることになりそうだ。
If Neva's chosen wisely, we certainly will. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado.
Oh.
Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Oh. おー、じゃあついに。なんだ？さてじゃあここから、キングに会いに行けるんだな。じゃあ次回その紅の艦隊のキングとやらに、ご挨拶をしに行こうじゃないか。はい。ということで、そろそろお時間がやってまいりました。次回、今水からやっていきましょう。この動画をお気に入りしましたら、ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価をお願いします。それではまたどこかでお会いしましょう。さよなら、さよなら、さよなら。成金万歳でした。私の船もまたパワーアップしておいたぞ。なんかすげえまがまがしいボディになっちゃったら。いや、お前の顔を石に叩きつければ血は出るぞ。これで払ってくれないからドタマ吹っ飛ばすとこだったな。楽しい展開になってきたじゃないか。これこそ悪人プレイの醍醐味だな。あいたたたたたた。終わりだ。私の邪魔をするな、狂信者ども。悪そうな女だな。